This is a gift from heaven above.
Leave it down.
You go down to Publix and you buy yourself a six-pack of English muffins.
Leave it down for
Or as
table
Chris
tops,
Miles
right?
calls them, muffins. You get yourself some sausage. You get yourself some slices of cheddar cheese. He's from England, for those of you that don't know. You slap them together. 4.5 minutes, you've got a custom-made egg McMuffin. I tell you what, if you want to have your body healed, this is what you need for Christmas. All right, very good. All right, very good.
What's the most unusual present you've ever given? Who'd you give it to and why?
Toastmaster Gabby? Back to you. Uh-oh, got it with a mouthful.
An unusual gift. I can't recall giving such a gift. But what gifts have I given? Oh. I know it was not an illuminous gift, but
What did you give to your husband this year?
well, we don't exchange gifts, so let's get a gift this year. What gifts have I given? I remember one gift when we did the white elephant. For those who don't know, it's a game that people play Christmas time where people pick up a gift and fight over it. One time it was just a little flash drive. And that was the gift that was going around. Everybody would want to steal a flash drive. At that time, flash drives were popular. And it was a neutral color, so even men and women wanted it. So that was the most illuminative gift because my gift was popular among everybody's gifts. That's the gift.
You remember the day and where you were at the time, how old you were, when you realized there was no Santa Claus? Toastmaster Allison?
What?
Richardson?
No Santa Claus.
There's no Santa Claus?
No!
What?
No, I don't know.
I don't know that I remember the day. I have 2 older brothers, and they were pretty good. You know, I don't really know what I'm talking about, so maybe I'll just pirouette around. My oldest brother was pretty good about keeping that secret, and my other brother is a year and a half older, and so we kind of figured it out at the same time. The problem is, you go to school, and kids around you are saying, there's no Santa Claus, or they're a different religion, and there's definitely no Santa Claus. I don't know what's wrong with you guys for believing. But it's still a luminous event for me. I love to go around and look at all the lights. There's so many places you can go and see the different lights, not just the parks, but drive around your own neighborhood and see what the time of season is and be thankful.
All right. You spend a lot of time and money on decorations. Tell us about your feeling about Christmas decorations. Kristen Rosa.
That was a really good try.
Thank
Not
you.
really, but
That's all right.
Christy Marie Rosa, A for effort. Illuminous try, actually. Holiday lights. Well, I don't have a house, but I have an apartment and I have a little boy, and I'm huge on decorations, so they are everywhere. Lights behind my couch. We have 2 Christmas trees, if you have not seen. I posted an Instagram video of me and my son decorating our trees. He has his own, and I have my own. We have snowflakes all over the walls, icicles coming down. And yeah, so I love Christmas decorations, even though I don't have the space to put it, I still make it happen. So yeah, that's all I got.
Can you film yourself and give a table topic also?
Sure, I'll try to do that.
All right. Does your family celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, your parents? You follow their tradition? That's not a yes or no. Just go ahead and explain what you do.
We follow their tradition, pretty much. I guess Christmas morning. I enjoy Christmas Eve now a lot more. Christmas Eve is the anticipation of everything. Those hours from about 6 p.m. until, well, now we go to bed around 9:30, but until midnight, I suppose. Well, once Christmas Day is here, Where's the excitement? It's already kind of here and now. Oh, it seems kind of lame sometimes. It's always better when family's together. And I got a green light.
Thank God for our Englishman who's back. Toastmaster Miles, is there any special celebration in England? What that's different from here?
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Many decades ago, yes, I am far older than you think.
No.
I sang in a choir, and the tradition of the choir was that they would go and entertain Americans on the base, which was not far from where we lived. And I had the good fortune to meet for the very first time Santa.
Oh.
Santa was the actual American commander of the base. And he said, as he sat on his knee, he said, "Hey kid, what do you want?" I said, "I know the biggest present that you've ever imagined." So he gave me a large box, and when I took it home, it was illustrious. And I tell you why. I opened it, and it was a water machine gun. And with that, I cleaned up. Actually.
Next question. Is there any difference in Colombia? Forefathers celebrated. Senor Urrutia.
Are you talking clearly to me?
Yeah. You exchange drugs like Christmas.
I don't believe I speak that way. Okay, I'm glad that I got that question. Very good. No, the way that we celebrate, well, in many Latin American countries, that the day of festivity is Christmas Eve. We all get together, kids running around, having drinks of all kinds, music, and we really drank child Jesus. And this is the way that it is. Because of the celebration, there's melodies everywhere, and usually the children stay up until midnight. And midnight is when the
Hora loca.
Very good, very good.
That's it? The Illuminous day comes in, and the gift, the presents are given to the children at midnight. And usually after that, there's a little meal, and some people just keep dancing and drinking until about 3 a.m. But that is the way it is celebrated with Mary. A lot of happiness, very good. On the 25th, everybody's sleeping.
Very good, very good. When Daddy saw Mama kissing Santa Claus underneath the Christmas night one day, did this result in a problem in their relationship? Oh, that was funny. I wrote that myself. Chocolate!
Toastmasters.
Yes.
I'm not sure that I can relate quite to that one.
All right, take one to
But
last.
what I really would like to share, one of my most favorite, memorable, luminous moments on Christmas morning. I have 3 boys. They're not as little anymore. But there was a Christmas morning, and leading up to Christmas, we were so excited that as little boys are little boys, and they need little toys that have wheels and motors, look like tractors and cars. And this is back when the cars first came out, that you had the little battery operated cars and such. And I'll never forget, I searched and searched for this green John Deere tractor. Box is about this big, this high. I was so excited for one of our sons to get this tractor he's been wanting. And Christmas morning, he opens this box. We pulled out this tractor. He's all excited, and then within 2 minutes, he sets the tractor aside And climbs in and plays in the box. What a wonderful Christmas morning.
Do you have a Christmas budget? Or are you happy to see your credit card bust at the seams in January? Toastmaster Lily Cummings? Coming. She's coming. Stand up, Lily.
Yes.
I'm coming. For Christmas, I would like to, for this question, during Christmas time, I don't really spend too much money because this holiday is adopted holiday for me. The first time I heard about Christmas when I was a little girl, there's a story in our textbook. It's called A Little Match Girl, wrote by Christian Andersen, published in 1845. That's the first time I heard about Christmas. This poor little girl was dying, and she was all by herself trying to sell her last match in order to get something to eat. Then she was dreaming about anything about Christmas. And I suggest someone, if you have time, to read that story. Some story to me, that was the first thing about Christmas. Thank you.
Rudolph.
Mr. Table Topic Master? Mr. Table Topic Master. As a point of order, I just want to let people
Oh,
know,
no.
the clock begins
There
when
goes
you begin
another hour.
communicating. So the editorials, that starts the clock.
Thank you,
So that's
Terry.
what we
Thank
know.
you very much. That was insightful. The son Rudolph had a very red nose. You think this is a matter of a drinking problem? Why the red nose? Toastmaster Gary. Well,
He's still on the program.
what are you doing back there?
Gary.
Gary!
And the pronunciation award goes to
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What's wrong with that nose?
I grew up in the islands, so there was no Rudolph down there. Nobody flying through the air. But the most unusual gift that I gave at Christmas was the gift of no. I didn't like Christmas. I didn't like everything around Christmas due to some stuff that I dealt with as a kid. But it was 18 years of marriage that it took for me to finally say yes to Christmas. My wife loves Christmas, and every Christmas for the past 18 years, I was just the Grinch. Didn't care for it, didn't want it the whole night. A couple weeks ago, my youngest daughter says to me, she asked me, Daddy, what was your best Christmas? And I told her, it was 2 years ago with you guys. And she's like, no, I meant when you were a kid. And I was like, it was 2 years ago with you guys. And finally this year, my siblings are coming to town. And I am excited. And this same young daughter asked, Daddy, can it just be us for Christmas? And I'm like, no, I'm a kid again. And I got my siblings here. And we're going to celebrate Christmas like no other here in Florida. So I'm looking forward to Christmas for the first time in my life.
Visiting from another club? Are there any charities you get involved in during the Christmas season? Why are they your favorites? Favorites! Not favorites. Favorites! Toastmaster Christie. No. Rootsy.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning.
My favorite nonprofit organization is a beautiful organization called iDignity. And being a part of this organization, we get to help people restore their identification. You think that's a problem? They've been in existence for 15 years. And a recent study had shown that Orange County alone, there's approximately 114,000 people that may not be able to prove their identification. Could you imagine? Our name is our very first gift we are given in this world. And to not be able to prove who you are, iDignity is an extraordinary organization that is the golden ticket to so many other amazing organizations, such as the Sharing Center. A lot of organizations require identification to be able to receive services. It's the golden ticket, it's my heart, and it's a Christmas gift.
People used to send Christmas cards with a letter detailing their year. Do you send Christmas cards including a letter? Do you mail cards? Toastmaster Anna? Randall? Monica? That's who she really is.
So, I personally, anything that requires extra time, I usually don't do it. So, Christmas cards are beautiful. I love having them for my friends and for my family. I put them on my refrigerator and I admire them. But as far as sending them myself, no, it's too much work. But aside from that, it's something I really look forward to with Christmas. We talk about gifts, we talk about the consumer side of Christmas a lot of time. And recently, as I've gotten older, I lost that feeling of Christmas for a while now. That, you know that feeling when we're little, just that excitement of, oh my gosh, tomorrow's Christmas, Santa's coming, gifts, you're so excited, it feels like magic in reality. I haven't felt that in years at this point. I think partly it's growing up. But now, I truly cherish Christmas because I realize my own meaning of it is spending time with my loved ones. We actually aren't even exchanging gifts this year. We're just going to have quality time together, make wonderful memories, have great food, and enjoy the most important part is our family.
Do you think commercialism has gotten in the way of the real meaning of Christmas? What is the real meaning in your opinion? Toastmasters, DGM, Jordan, Amateur.
Actually, inside joke. Actually, Christmas is one of my favorite holidays because what I see around me is that for maybe a month or so, people are kinder to each other. You see it when you walk down the block, you see it when you go to the store. My neighbors and I are going to be Christmas caroling around the neighborhood on Monday night. I love the warmth. Of course, there are a couple other, I love Thanksgiving, I love Passover. My favorite memory, my mom made sausages for my stepfather Christmas morning. And my dad was gone. My brother took 3 of the sausages and put them in a little tripod on the floor. My mom came in and thought it was the dog. Dagmar! And she starts to whip the dog. And my brother goes, no, Mom, I'll take care of it. My favorite Christmas
Raise your hand.
Time to wrap it up.
You! Family traditions. How does your family celebrate Christmas, or how do you do it?
Family traditions. As mentioned earlier, one of the most important parts in our culture is Christmas Eve. And it's a huge celebration. It's almost like a countdown to Christmas. And it's drinks, food, coquitos, one of the most favorite parts of this. Sometimes we'll have like a little coquito competition. So it's basically like our Hispanic eggnog. And it's fantastic. If we have a little too much, it gets a little balloons. But that's my favorite time, and I think that's one of the most anticipatory moments that lead up to Christmas, which is the birth of Christ, which is the true meaning of Christmas. But it's also about bringing everyone together to share love for one another. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else on the program? Kim? Oh, Kimmy, they're killing me here. It's after 8.
Yes, time's up.
Go ahead, Kim.
Whatever the question was, this is how I'm going to answer it.
There you go.
My son is impeccable logic. He's an engineer now. And when he was about 5 years old, right after Christmas, a neighbor kid came over. They were in his room playing with all the Christmas toys he'd received. And my neighbor's child says to my son, you know Santa Claus isn't real. And my son had impeccable logic, and his retort was, of course Santa Claus is real. My father couldn't afford all these toys. And he was right, I couldn't. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you, Ty. Ty, thank you.
Timer, everybody, stay within the bounds.
Everyone qualifies.